There are a number of prophecies that came true at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are some prophecies that came true after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and there are some prophecies that will come true at the end of times, meaning they haven't yet manifested. You have the example of the Roman prophecy about the Roman Empire. It's just irrefutable proof from the historians of different backgrounds about the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire, and what was revealed in the Quran during the Meccan era that could not have been guessed, could not be lucky. It's very specific, and it happened exactly as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala foretold. The Battle of Badr is another example historically that took place, and it was foretold that they would be fighting people who would be fleeing from the battlefield. A third example is the preservation of the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala foretold and promised that the Quran would be preserved, and it was preserved. And this is something that finally, only in the last few decades perhaps, we have a number of non-Muslim academics from different backgrounds have finally admitted, yes, we can believe reasonably based on history that the Quran recited today is the same Quran the Muslims recited at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is a very important point. Another example of foreknowledge in the Quran is the splintering of the Christians. They will follow different texts. They will follow modified versions of the New Testament. At times, they will follow things that contradict one another. So this was foretold in the Quran. This is not something the Prophet ﷺ could have known, and this is not something anyone would say boldly. So when you have these clear prophecies and they're consistently coming true, how many proofs do you need for you to finally accept no human being could possibly know this? This has to be divine revelation.